going to earn your money and pay your bills, you can get caught in that rut. But you're achieving the boss's goals. Because the reason that boss is your boss is because he's got goals or she's got goals. Okay, and then the company's got goals. The company with no goals that's not growing will end up probably going out of business. Get scooped up by somebody who does have goals. You've got to have goals. You've got to have a reason to do what you do. And that can be just relaxing sometimes, and that's a crazy one. There's so many people do that. Yeah, okay, I'm going to relax, I'm going to chill. No, they're not. They're on the phone, they're looking at their emails. Yeah, they're looking at this, they're looking at that. If you're going to chill, chill. Take the quiet time. Connect. Connect to what? Those that do the work. You know what you connect to. Yeah. You know what it's like when you stop using just what you see, hear, smell, taste and touch. Because when you just use that and live by that, you're being pulled and pushed all over the place. But when you use it as sensors, indicators of what's going on in life, you can see, yeah, cool. That's a hard one to get your head around, but when you actually realise that, you know, however we come to be, we were given these amazing senses. And they're to guide us and help us, to support us, help us to enjoy our life. But there's always something going on the inside. What's going on in here, and the picture you hold in here is what you're going to create out in this world. Because when you say, why does it always happen to me? Now, if it always happens to me, that good thing. Why am I always lucky it always happens to me? I've seen to be like that. But I've had times when I've had the bad stuff happening, time after time after time, and you get so deep and involved in it, it's like, oh my God, what is going on? And something takes you out. Because at the core of your soul, you know, yeah, right down deep in your heart, you know there's more for you. Now, more for you doesn't always mean money, doesn't always mean, you know, it's linked to bigger cars and bigger houses and things like that, and looking the best. That's ego. Now, it's okay to have nice things, but you see, at the end of the day, if you really look at what you need to have a great life, now some of you here and now go, oh, I've got a great life. Who's he to say this? I'm not saying don't have a great life, but you see, we have to grow as human beings. We're built that way. You just got to look what happens to people when they don't grow. Use items out there in the world. A plane that sits on the tarmac, a plane that sits on the tarmac too long, it really does need looking at before it takes to the air. Same with a boat, a ship. Doesn't go to sea, gets all the things on it and what have you. It stays in dock too long. They got to get under that and they got to start working on it. We have to be active, we have to be moving. You see people who just, life, I don't know how to say it, it's as if they're just like, people say, oh, you shrink when you get older and this happens and you don't fall over, you're going to break your hip and what have you. Well, scientifically you can shrink, but if you're doing your breathing exercises, if you stand upright and you exercise and you keep your muscles working for you, not going crazy. I'm blessed to have a brother who's 70, I think he's 78, 79, bro. If I got it wrong, I apologise. He's in the gym. I mean, I spent time with him last year, and he's got trainers there, and they're doing great jobs for him. He's got one trainer doing one thing because that's his speciality. He's got another trainer building muscle. You know, he stands upright. He's a proud man. Yeah, he's a proud man. But you see, you got to find people in your life that are inspirational for you. What's your next stage? What's your picture? What's your picture of a 79-year-old? See, I have a picture of a 79-year-old. He's standing strong. Yeah. He can take the lift or the elevator. He's going up whatever one he wants to do, because he can do either. Now that don't happen like that. He made them choices quite a while back. Now, you can make some choices in your life now. Study what it is to be a human being that's fulfilled. Your health is always the first one to work on, I would always say. Too many people, what's the use of having all the money in the world and you can't do nothing with it? Yeah, you can't get off the settee, yeah? You're out of breath. Now, It's about everything. Everything's about balance. Everything's good until it's not. And the reason why I say that everything's good till it's not is I have another dear friend, and his name's Bob too. And he always used to say, Lee, don't worry about it, just get on and do it. He said, because most people don't do. I said, what? He said, most people don't do. They talk about it, they think about it, yeah. Then something else pops up. They never get, as I think it was Ziggs used to say again, they never get round to it. He used to have a round business card. They never get round to it. They're always, it's like, I'll wait till the kids leave school. Yeah. I can't do it at the moment, I'm too busy. And go and watch 4 episodes of whatever's on the TV. Now, that just comes down to goals. Now I want to go, back to these things because all these fancy new words come out. Well, it's always about goals, having goals. Goal is something to achieve. It's about who you become on that journey. As I said earlier, I wasn't being silly about what it's like, but 100 grand in your bank and whatever is nice. When you first start doing it, it's really exciting. But you've become the person who knows how to do something like that. Okay? And then you're looking for something else that's bigger and better because you want to do more of what you've done to get that so you can be of service to more people. Now that might not make sense to you. But you see, the more people you're able to help and serve is, the more wonderful things happen for you in life. Now that doesn't always mean about money. You got somebody who teaches martial arts to lots of people. They make a wave so big, when they're teaching the groups because they make a difference. Not just if you've got 100 people in your class, you're making a difference to quite a few thousand people because they've got people at home, family, relations, brothers, sisters. And if you're teaching, true art and what goes with an art as an example, and there's so many of them, you're not just teaching how to kick and punch, how to breathe and do all these right things that people join for. Yes, you want to do all that. You want to compete and have a bit of fun and see how good you are and grow. But then when you get into the side of it where it's about longevity of life, really, you wouldn't do it. You're going to protect yourself, protect others. You're going to learn how to use things inside here because of this. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, those that are in the arts. You shouldn't be just following something without wanting to understand it. Initially it's okay, it's good, but get deep into it. There's so much, these good quality people, whether it be in personal development, martial arts, whatever kind of skill it is, there's always something behind it. And the deeper you dig and understand and get better at what you're doing, and then share it. Don't be scared to share. It's good to share it. Make a difference in somebody's life. Anyway, that was it. I was going to sit down today and I've got a little project I'm working on. I just couldn't get my mind in it. I just got pulled over to the video, so here I am. So I hope you get something out of that. When I say I love you, I do. Okay, if there was more love in the world, and I don't mean hairy fairy stuff, doing the drugs and all the stuff back in the old 60s, but just a general outlook, because love is one of the most powerful feelings in life. And if you love what you do and you love the people around you, yeah. But first of all, most of all, love yourself, not in an egotistical way, but just because you can. Okay, have fun. I love you.